For this project, I'll just give you some fun tips and ideas to make beautiful spring and summer window dressing to bring the outside in. Okay, for our window dressing project, what we need is we need some sort of wire. So I'm using a clear, actually a fishing wire, but I've also used like there's companies like Softflex that has wires of different colors and gauges that are really pretty to work with if you're working with a certain color of a project. So I am going to show you quickly how to secure the beads and make it really easy without having to do a lot of tying and stuff. I'm going to use this big bead, although it's not what's going on the project, just so I can actually show you how to do it. So what you do is you take your wire and you take your bead, you push the wire through the bead, and then you just pull it through again in the opposite side. Let me get a hold of that. Good. Through the opposite side. And you just pull it through. And you pull it down. I have it wrapped around my thumb now. And I just pull it down to where I want it. And then I stop it. And there it is. And that way you can do them. You can actually space them out. So I did crystals on that particular piece that I showed you the photo of first, and I have to wear specs, okay, to see the crystals and the wire together. So that's how that works. So that's one method. Also, what I've done is I've just taken some regular painter's tape because it's easy to get up and it doesn't leave a residue or anything like that on your table or your project or whatever. So, and I just take a piece of tape and I tape it down. I take my wire. Let me get a piece of wire here and I'll just cut off a little piece to show you. And I just take my wire and I lay it down on my place and I put the tape over it. And then that's how I work with it. And so I go through. And if you pull a lot, just make sure the tape is down pretty good. It should hold. If you think it won't, wrap the wire around the tape, like lift the edge up and wrap the wire around the tape one more time, and then pull it over. And it's definitely going to stay there. Okay, so for the butterfly, also what I did is I took some stickers. So I used stickers on that project. And basically you need stickers that are mirror imaged for this project. So I've got these two matching butterflies here. And then I just, after I put a bead on, I took the butterfly and I just put one side, and you can put them in different positions however you want to do it. And then I laid it down and I matched the sides up. And if your sides don't match perfectly, some of them I put glitter on, so if you put glitter on, you can easily cover that up. And then you just want to fold it up into the shape you want it, like that. And so I did several strands of that for the project. And then, with the butterflies, I just put a crystal every, couple of inches or whatever, but you could do all different kinds of things. I'm going to show you several different ones that I did. So that's that. Another thing to hang it up. Now this is driftwood. Isn't that beautiful? Look at that piece close up. Okay, so you can use basically anything. I have everything from dowels to you could do wire. You could make yourself a wire get up or whatever you want to do to use as a hanger. And then you I like to use crimp beads because it makes it so much easier. So what I do is, first of all, I make all my strands first. And so like I have a whole table full of strands that are just being held over here by tape. So they are lining the table and I can put my pieces together. So to put your wire on your, let me get a different piece of wire here. So to put your wire on your holder, basically, I use sterling silver crimp beads because they're really not that much, and usually you can catch them on sale, good sales at different craft stores. So I buy packages that look like this, and I get like 2 packages for $5 when I catch them on sale. The other thing is that I take the crimp bead and I put it through, and I do have my specs laying here, and I think I might need to put them on for a minute. No laughing. See, they sort of match my dress. Anyway, so you put your crimp bead through, then you put it around your piece, holding the crimp bead on one side and then the short end of the wire on the other side. And then you simply just push your crimp bead, your wire through your crimp bead, get it in the position you want it in, and then you take your needle nose pliers and just tighten it up. Now, if you're going to want to do it in different stages, like I did with the butterfly, you want to crimp it pretty much as close to the piece as you can. That way you can, you know, move them around. So you can have like one up here and then you could pull the other one to the back, and that'll give it like dimension. So that's another one thing you could do. And the other thing you could do is just take some ribbon, all sorts of ribbon or, you know, wire, and you could just, you know, wrap it around. I'd wrap it around a few times and then tie it off, and then you could make yourself a ribbon hanger. So I'm going to show you different varieties of how to do that. Another trick that I use also is that I take my, so if I want my piece to be even shinier, I mean, it's already going to be really shiny with the crystals and the glitter on the butterflies. But another thing you could do that's really cool is you could take your glitter and just get you a little bit of glitter out. This is an old container. It's almost done, but I'm squeezing the life out of it. And then you take yourself a foam brush and you just dip it in there. And you just tap it onto the cord. And when it dries, your cord will be glittery too, and this will put off even more light when the sunlight touches it. Now, if you want to make this where you can hang it outside, coat your butterflies or whatever kind of stickers you use glossy adhesive, or even matte if you like matte, and just lightly brush both sides, and then you can hang it outside and it'll be protected. So now I'm going to show you a few that I made. Maybe you can get some ideas. I'm actually going to have a contest, and I'll tell you about that in a minute. Here are my Sun Dream Journey nature catchers. For this one, I used my Cricut to cut out the little pigs. Fun. While this has weight to it, it flows very well in the wind. Quite beautiful, simply glass of all colors. Look at that. And for the sports lover, thought it would be fun to use every type of ball in this one. Love the sun. I did some rubber stamping, some glitter. I cut these pieces out at my local scrapbook store. Look at that. They came out very nice. I like that. And then I glazed them with a glossy adhesive so they'll last forever. I can hang them outside. And there's the butterflies. What a fun project.